Hi there, my name is Simon, and in this video I'm going to show you everything you need to know to get started with the cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin. This is a complete and detailed beginner's guide on how to use KuCoin for the first time. So if you're new to using this exchange and you're looking for a complete walkthrough, this is the perfect video for you. KuCoin is very interesting because it's accessible to a lot of countries around the world, and it's also very easy to sign up for a new account. You don't even need to verify your identity. Actually, everything you need is only a phone number or an email address to get your account up and running. KuCoin is also an exchange where you'll find a lot of smaller cryptocurrencies that you can't find on exchanges like Coinbase, which is also a reason why many people have an account with KuCoin. Now, another thing you should know about KuCoin is that it's mostly a crypto-only platform, which means that you can't hold any fiat currencies like US dollars, British pounds, euros, and so on this exchange, and it's not very simple to buy crypto using fiat currency. So personally, I buy my cryptocurrency using another exchange and then transfer over the funds in cryptocurrency to my KuCoin account, so I can then buy that smaller altcoin that I can only find on KuCoin. There are ways how you can buy crypto using fiat currency on KuCoin, but mostly they come with very high fees or the need to sign up for a third-party company. But more about that later in the tutorial. This is going to be a longer video and you're probably not interested in every single part that I'm covering here in this tutorial. So I'm going to leave timestamps down below so you can always jump around in this video. Also, I don't want to waste your time, so let's get straight into the tutorial. Alright, so we're going to start from complete scratch, which means that we're going to set up a completely new KuCoin account. So to get your account, all you need to do is go to kucoin.com, or you can just click on the first link down below in the video description, and that will take you directly to this exchange. Now, once you're here, all you need to do is go to the top right corner and click on sign up right here, and that will take you directly to the sign up page. Now, like I've said, all you need to have to sign up for a new account is either a phone or an email address. So I'm going to use my email address to sign up for a new account. So I'm going to switch to email right here. And then I'm just going to type in one of my email addresses to sign up for a new account. I'm just going to paste it in this field. And then we have to confirm that we actually have access to this inbox. So we're going to click on send code right here. And then we also have to confirm we're not a robot. So this is always kind of annoying, but you're just going to have to do this. Click on verify. And then they're going to send me an email to this inbox that I have right here. So I'm just going to quickly check my email inbox right here, maybe refresh this site. And there we go. We have an email from KuCoin. And we're just going to take this code right here. Just going to copy this and we're going to paste it in this field right here as a verification code. Now, the next step is to set a password for your new KuCoin account. Obviously, you want to have a strong password, so make sure you use letters, special characters, and also numbers. I'm just going to type in a password right now. And then you also see this referral code option right here. If you want to, you can use my personal referral code. Now, to be completely honest with you, I don't know what this does. I think they're kind of doing some changes to their bonus program. So currently I can't tell you if this gives you some kind of bonus in cryptocurrency or maybe a fee discount, but it definitely can't hurt to put this code in right here. If you have used my link down below in the description, it will probably already have inserted this code into this page on your sign up page. So feel free to use this code. Maybe depending on when you watch this video, you're going to get some kind of bonus. Then you want to make sure you have this tick right here, agree to terms of use, and then click on sign up on the bottom. And that will take us into our KuCoin account. Now they already want to guide us through either buying cryptocurrency or depositing crypto on their platform. Now I'm going to walk you through everything in this video, so you can just close this out here on the top right, this little X sign, and that will take us into our KuCoin account. All right, so the first thing that we always want to do when we create a new account on an exchange is to maximize the security so that we can prevent getting our account stolen and actually losing our funds on the exchange. So to do that, we go to the top right here and go to account security right here. And then the first thing we want to do is set up two-factor authentication, which means that if you want to access your account, you not only have to enter your password, you also have to enter a so-called one-time password using either your phone or some kind of application like Google Authenticator. Now, I would highly recommend to not use a text message as a two-factor authentication method, because people do something called SIM swapping, and then they can get access to your text messages. And then when they have access to your text messages and your password, they can easily get access to your account. So what I would recommend is to get an app like Google Authenticator or Authy, and then set up two-factor authentication using either one of these applications. I personally use Google Authenticator, so I'm going to use the Google verification method that you see right here. So this is the first thing that we're going to set up. We're going to just go to set right here. And then we have to first confirm again with our email address that we want to set this up. So we're going to get back to my email, go to my inbox, or actually I have to click on send code right here first. And then I should get the email in my inbox. So let's reload this page. And there we go. We have another email from KuCoin. So again, we have to just copy this code, right click and copy. And then we have to paste it in this field right here, paste. And now we see this QR code right here. Now, what you have to do now is, if you don't already have the application, Google Authenticator, Authy, or some kind of other authenticator application, go to your Google Play Store or App Store and download the application. And then you're going to have the possibility to scan this QR code that you see right here using your phone camera. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to click on scan a QR code. I'm going to hold it over to my screen, and then it will generate a new one-time password on the application. They will change every 60 seconds. So this is going to be a one-time password. And to confirm that we want to set this up, I'm just going to confirm it using the one-time password code that is currently generated. So I'm going to type it in here, and then I'm going to click on activate. And that should now activate Google verification. So we have now a two-factor authentication, which means that we don't not only have to enter our password, but also this one-time password when we want to get access to our KuCoin account. Now, the second thing we want to do is also set a trading password. This is something you have to do if you want to trade on this exchange. So every time you want to trade on KuCoin, you're going to have to type in this password. So again, the same thing. We're just going to click on set right here. And then you can, now we have to confirm again using our two-factor authentication. So I'm just going to type in the code that I have on my Google Authenticator application. And now we can quickly read this. Okay, so we need this to do transactions, withdrawals, and API creation. Okay, I understand. And now we have to type in a 6-digit code. So I'm just going to type in just a code, and make sure you actually remember this code, or you just note it down somewhere, because you're going to need it to do trades and also to withdraw your funds later on. So then click on confirm. And just like that, we have set our trading password. So these are the two main things that you have to do here. And one more thing that you can do in order to prevent phishing attacks is to use email safety phrase, login safety phrase, and withdrawal safety phrase. What that means is that every time you kind of interact with KuCoin, then you're going to see your specific phrase. So for example, when you get an email from KuCoin, let's just set this email safety phrase right here. Click on set, and just click on set here. And now we can say something like, this is the official KuCoin website, something like that, or just like some kind of phrase that only you know, so that you know when you get an email, you will always see this specific phrase right here, so that you know that this is actually an official email and not some kind of email from some kind of spammer that just wants to get your account information and steal your cryptocurrency. So I'm just going to set this right here. And then whenever I get an email from KuCoin, I will going to see this phrase, and I know this email is actually from the official KuCoin website. So that's fine. Let's go back to the security settings. Now you can also set a login safety phrase so you can know that you're actually on the official KuCoin website, and also a withdrawal safety phrase right here. It works the same way as the email safety phrase. So I'm just gonna skip it for this tutorial to save some time right here. So like I've already mentioned, you don't need to verify your identity in order to fund your account and also trade on this cryptocurrency exchange. However, if you would want to increase your limits, you might want to do the KYC verification, the identity verification. However, to be honest, I think all these limits on KuCoin are very confusing. So when we go to, again, this symbol right here, and then we go to KYC verification, then we can see that if you do the verification, you should be able to have higher limits. So here it says available benefits for successful verification, daily withdrawal limit up to 5 BTC, max leverage on future trading 100x, and also a daily trading limit of 1,400 USDT, which is really confusing to me. So I think they want to say that currently you have a trading limit of 1,400 USDT, and that will get lifted if you do the verification. So I'm not 100% sure. Also, when you Google this, then kind of other things come up. So here, when you Google withdrawal limits, it says you can withdraw 2 BTC every 24 hours. And also, when you go to Reddit, somebody asked if there's really a 1,400 USDT daily transaction limit on KuCoin. And then some KuCoin moderator comes in and says there are no limits on trading transactions per day, only withdrawals. So my own experience is that personally, I have never verified my identity on KuCoin, and I have never been hit with any trading limit. And I have definitely traded over 1,400 USDT in one single day. So my opinion is to just keep using this platform without doing the identity verification. And if at some point you run into hitting some limits, then you can think about doing the verification. But otherwise, it doesn't really make sense to me to do the verification, because this is just confusing to me. If you want to do the verification, just click here, do verification, and then you're going to have to you have to give them your ID card, you have to do some like take a picture of yourself and stuff like that. You probably know this process from like signing up to a bank or some kind of other exchange. So this is just something I wanted to mention on the side here about the identity verification here on this exchange. Okay, so let's now look at how we can deposit cryptocurrency onto our KuCoin account. So to do that, we go to the top here where it says assets. We're going to click on assets, and that will take us to the assets overview page of KuCoin. And then we're going to see this little deposit button right here in green. We're just going to click on deposit, and then we can decide on what kind of cryptocurrency we want to deposit onto our KuCoin account. And there are multiple cryptocurrencies you can choose from. Personally, I like to deposit Litecoin because the transaction fees are a lot lower compared to, for example, Bitcoin. So that's what I'm going to do now in this tutorial. I'm going to type in LTC, which is the ticker for Litecoin. Then I'm going to choose it. And then it should generate a new wallet address for my KuCoin account that I can send those funds to. Now you can either send it directly to your trading account right here if you want to go ahead and trade with it anyway, or to your main account. It doesn't really matter. You can always transfer it between those accounts later on. So what we want to do here is we want to copy this address, and it's very important, as always, when you do transactions or transfers in cryptocurrency, you want to make sure you actually copy the whole and correct address. So we can just click on this icon right here, which is the copy button, and that should copy it to our clipboard. And then I'm going to go to either my wallet or my other exchange where I have those Litecoins sitting around. In my case, I'm just going to send it from my Kraken account, which is another exchange. I also have a tutorial about this exchange if you're interested. Now here I have to create a new address, which is the address that I have just copied. So I'm going to click on add address right here. Then I'm just going to give it a description, KuCoin. This is my second account, so I'm just going to type in second account. And here I want to paste in the address. So paste. And then I always make sure that this address is correct. So I'm going to make sure it's complete. So the first letter is M and the last letter is X. So I'm going to confirm this here, M and X. It's fine. So this is actually the correct address. So I'm going to click on save right here. So I have now confirmed my Litecoin address on the other exchange. So I'm going to select it right here. And then I can type in the amount I want to send over to my KuCoin account. Currently, I have 0.399 Litecoin on this exchange. So I'm going to send over 0.3 Litecoin. And then I'm going to click on review withdrawal. And again, I'm going to always check the address right here if this is correct. And then minus the 0.001 fee, I'm going to receive 0.299 Litecoin. Then I can click on confirm right here. Then again, confirm using my YubiKey. And then this transaction should go through. And I can go back to my KuCoin account and then wait for the funds to arrive. Now I have sent it to my main account. So I'm going to just go over back to the assets overview. And I'm going to wait for the funds to arrive. All right, now my Litecoin finally arrived in my main account on KuCoin. It actually took longer than I expected. It took like 30 minutes. So don't freak out if it takes a little bit longer than you expect. And what you can also do is go to deposit and withdrawal history when the transaction is in progress. And then you're going to see, before you can see it on your main account, you're going to see the transaction right here. And it's going to say something like pending. So you just have to wait for more confirmations of this transaction until you will be able to use your funds. And what I also always recommend is to just send a small amount first so you can actually see that the transaction works, and then send a bigger amount after you have checked that it actually works. So now that we have the funds in our main account, we can always switch the funds around. Like I've said already, the trading account is for trading, the futures account for trading futures, and also the Pool X account is for staking and mining. So let's say we would want to use the Litecoin to trade. We would have to go to trading account right here, click on transfer, and then we would transfer it from the main account to the trading account. Then here we would want to choose Litecoin. Click here to transfer over all the Litecoin that I have. Then click on confirm. And just like that, it will switch from the main account into the trading account. And I can do the same thing again to the other side. So I would go from trading account to main account, choose the Litecoin, and then click on confirm. And just like that, you can just switch around all the coins into different accounts on KuCoin to do different things with your cryptocurrency. So let's now look at how we can withdraw cryptocurrency out of our KuCoin account to some kind of wallet or some kind of other exchange. So right now I'm on the assets overview page. If you are not already here, you can just click on assets here on the top, and then you'll get to this page right here. And currently I have some Litecoin in my main account. So what I'm going to do now is click on withdraw here on the top right, and then the withdrawal screen will come up. Click on this little drop-down menu here and then choose the coin that you want to withdraw. Currently, I only have Litecoin in my account. So I'm going to choose Litecoin here. And then you have to type in the wallet address. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to withdraw some Litecoin into my Kraken account, which is another exchange. So here is the address of my Kraken account. So I'm going to click on select right here to copy the address. Then I'm going to go back to KuCoin, paste the address in this field right here. Again, you always want to make sure that it's actually the correct address, that it's that everything looks good. And then we want to type in the amount that we want to send over to the other exchange. So I'm going to type in 0.1 Litecoin. And as you can see here, the maximum amount of crypto value you can withdraw here is 5 Bitcoin. If you would want to increase that limit to 500 Bitcoin per day, then you would have to do the KYC verification. Then I can also type in a remark. So let's just say, just for the tutorial, and the fee, like with most exchanges, it's 0.001 Litecoin. Then I'm going to click on confirm right here. And then we get to the tamper proofing confirmation. This is actually something I haven't seen on other exchanges before, but as they say here, you should just confirm that this text that you see here has uniform font, color, and also pattern design, which is the case right here. So I can click on confirm withdrawal. And then I have to type in the trading password that we have set before and when we have set up our KuCoin account. So I'm going to type that in here. And I'm going to also have to to generate a confirmation code that is sent to my email. So I'm going to click on send code right here, and then I'm going to go to my email inbox, go back to KuCoin and paste this code right here. And then also the two-factor authentication code. Now I have set it up on Google Authenticator. So I'm just going to go to my Google Authenticator, and then I'm going to type in the code that I see here. I'm just going to wait for a new one. So 389181. And then I'm going to click on submit, and that should be able to now transfer over to the address that I have typed in here. Then after setting up this transaction, I can always go to deposit and withdrawal history right here, and then click on withdrawal history. And here I can see that I have one pending transaction, 0.1 Litecoin going out of my KuCoin account to this wallet address. And I can also click on view transaction right here to see it on blockcipher.com, where I can see how many confirmations it already has, so I can kind of track the progress of this specific transaction. All right, so let's now look at how we can buy cryptocurrency on KuCoin using our fiat currency, which is US dollars, euros, British pounds, and so on. Like I've already mentioned, KuCoin is a crypto-only platform, which means that you can really deposit your fiat currency onto this account and then trade US dollars, for example, against Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency on their exchange. You have to purchase cryptocurrency using some kind of payment method through their system, and then the cryptocurrency will be deposited onto your account. Personally, I don't buy cryptocurrency on KuCoin because the options and the fees are just not really favorable. I have better options on other exchanges, but I still want to show you how you could do it. So on the top left here, you can see the buy crypto option, and you can see basically 3 different ways. Now, in my opinion, the only really usable way is the credit card, debit card option, which also includes, for some countries, Apple Pay and SEPA payments. And then you also have the P2P network, which means that people can offer their cryptocurrency for a specific price that they're willing to sell for. And then if you would want to buy from them, you would have to pay them directly using PayPal or some kind of other payment gateway. Now, in my opinion, this is also not really usable because when we go to P2P, then we can see there is a market, but there's very little people actually using this. So when we go to buy and maybe, for example, go to BTC, to Bitcoin, we see there's only 3 people offering Bitcoin and at a very low volume, very little amount for a too high price. So when we go to CoinMarketCap, where we see the average price here, it's 56.3 thousand on most exchanges, and they're offering it for 58,000. And the same thing with selling. So if people are willing to buy Bitcoin for a too low price, so I wouldn't use the P2P network. I don't think it's really usable because nobody's really using it. And then you have also the fast buy, which is also not usable for me. I tried to use this, but it somehow doesn't work for me. Maybe it does work for you. They say 1 click to trade, 0 fees. This was definitely not the case for me. I wasn't even able to use some kind of payment method. So the only thing that is left here is the credit and debit card option. So we're gonna click here, and then we can decide on what kind of currency you want to use to buy cryptocurrency. Now, a cool thing with KuCoin is that you can use a lot of different currencies to buy cryptocurrency. So you're probably going to have to pay more fees than in other exchanges, but maybe you are not able to buy cryptocurrency using US dollars or euros. So you're going to have to use KuCoin's credit debit card option to use your specific currency. So let's say we would want to use US dollars, and we would want to buy using 1,000 US dollars, and we would want to buy Bitcoin. So you could choose your cryptocurrency here that you want to buy. Now there are these 3 options. Depending on your country, maybe they are not all 3, but in Europe there's also the SEPA option. Now this is the cheapest way that you could go ahead and buy cryptocurrency. So let's click on SEPA, for example. Then we can see that with the third-party provider Simplex, we could get 0.01742271 BTC for spending 1,000 US dollars. So let's go to USD BTC and see how much that actually is in US dollars. So let's copy this here, paste this right here. So here we would have to, we would get Bitcoin worth $983. So this is a lot better when we compare it with this payment method, which is simply credit card. This way we would get only 0.01689, which would be $953 worth of cryptocurrency. So if you can, I would use the SEPA option, which is available for most countries in Europe. And this way you're going to save the most amount of fees compared to the other options, which is a credit card and Apple Pay here. But for most currencies here, the only available option is probably going to be Visa, MasterCard. So there you just have to type in the amount that you want to spend and also decide on what kind of currency you want to buy. So let's say we want to buy Litecoin using TCS. I don't really know what currency this is, but they only have credit card available, and they also only have one payment channel. So I'm not going to walk you through how to actually do this, because for each payment channel it's going to look very differently. And you also have to do a identity verification for, I think, pretty much all of these payment channels. And I don't want to do that just for this tutorial. So, but if you have, if you want to do this, then you have to go down, click on confirm, actually type in the amount you want to spend, click on confirm, and then they will walk you through the entire process of creating an account with the payment channel, verifying your identity, and then eventually carrying out the payment using your credit card information. And then once the payment has gone through, the cryptocurrency will be deposited into your KuCoin account. And then you can go to assets right here on the top right. And here you're going to find them probably in the main account right here. So let's now check out the fees of KuCoin, so trading fees and withdrawal fees. Now, to get to their fee schedule, we have to hover over the account icon right here on the top right, and then we're going to click on trading fees, which will take us to their fee schedule. So the base fee that you're going to have to pay for a level 0 account is 0.1% for a market maker and market taker. Now, the difference between market maker and market taker, so market maker are basically people who are putting in a limit order. So they say, I want to, for example, sell 1 Bitcoin at $58,000. And a market taker is somebody who's just taking that offer. So they are basically taking liquidity, and a market maker is providing liquidity because they are putting orders in the order book. And then when somebody wants to buy something, they can immediately buy that, taking that offer that the market makers are providing. Now, maybe you don't understand it from my explanation. If you are interested, you can just Google market maker, market taker, and then you understand it. The difference mostly is that as a market taker, you're going to have to pay more in fees because you are taking liquidity as opposed to providing liquidity as a market maker. But as a level 0 account here, it doesn't really matter. You're going to have the same fees for market maker or market taker. So you can put in a market order and the fees are going to be the same as a limit order. So, and then they have some kind of level structure. So the more you trade, the less you're going to have to pay in fees. So as you can see, my account currently is level 0 because I trade less than 50 Bitcoin in volume per month. Now, probably for me, it's going to stay that way. Maybe if some of you trade a lot of cryptocurrency, then you might get to a higher level here. If you trade more than 50 Bitcoin per month, you're going to get to the level 1 fee schedule, which will get you a 0.09% fee as a market maker, so for putting in limit orders. And then the more you trade in volume, the less the fee will be, obviously. Now they have a similar fee structure for the futures trading. There the fees are a bit lower. So for level 0, it's 0.02 market maker, 0.06 market taker. And then obviously the more you trade, the less fees you're gonna have to pay. Now let's switch over to the deposit and withdrawal fee rate here. So depositing cryptocurrency, they are not going to charge any fees for that. All the fees that you're going to have to pay for the depositing is the withdrawal fee from the other exchange, or also the network fee for confirming that transaction. And then the withdrawal fee, it's going to be different for each cryptocurrency. For example, let's type in BTC. you're going to have to pay a 0.005 fee in Bitcoin for withdrawing Bitcoin from KuCoin. Litecoin, for example, it's 0.001, and obviously they also have minimum withdrawal amounts. Now, there is a way how you can reduce your trading fees by 20%. So for level 0, you can reduce your trading fees from 0.1% to 0.08%. And all you have to do to decrease your trading fees is to pay your trading fees using the platform token of KuCoin, which is KCS, the KuCoin token. So all we have to do here is buy KCS and then turn on the feature of paying our trading fees with KCS. So I'm going to quickly show you how we can buy some KCS and also how we can turn on this feature. So the first thing we have to do is go to assets right here, because I have to trade over the cryptocurrency from my main account to my trading account, so then I can actually use the crypto to trade. I have some Litecoin in my account, so I'm just going to click on transfer right here. I'm going to transfer from my main account to my trading account, and I'm going to transfer a Litecoin because that's all I have. Let's just trade all of it, confirm. And now it's in my trading account, so I'm going to go to trade here on the top, click on spot trading right here, and that will open up the trading interface. If you haven't gone to this screen yet, you have to type in your trading password on the bottom right before you can start trading. And then I'm going to look for the currency pair of Litecoin KCS. So let's type in LTC. And there's LTC KCS, so Litecoin and KuCoin token. I'm going to choose this. And then I'm going to just sell some Litecoin for the market price. Currently, people are selling for 28.936. So I'm just going to do a market order here on the bottom. Click on market. And then I'm going to just sell, let's say, 25% of Litecoin. Click on sell LTC. And then I should have some KuCoin tokens in my account. So as we can see here, this order has been filled. And now what I want to do is I want to activate the feature of being able to pay my trading fees using the KCS token. And it's kind of hidden right here. So when you go to the bottom right, it's just right here. So all you have to do here is check this box right here. And when you have this checked, then your trading fees will be paid using the KCS token. And now when we go back to our account icon right here, we can see that our fee is now 0.08% instead of 0.1%. And just like that, we have just reduced our trading fees. And another cool feature of KuCoin is that you're able, as a KuCoin user, to earn from everybody using this exchange from their trading fees. So 50% of all the fees that this platform makes is going to be distributed back to people who are actually holding their platform token. So when we go to finance and then click on KCS bonus, then you can see that for holding KCS, you have to hold at least 6 KCS tokens in order to be able to earn from the trading fee. So as you can see here, I'm holding 9.96 KCS tokens. I think I have bought some yesterday or the day before, and there's already some KCS rewards in my account. So what we have to do is every day you can click on save to wallet, and then the rewards will increase because you're holding more KCS tokens. So again, all you have to do here is just buy some KCS, hold it in your KuCoin account, and then you're gonna automatically get some payments into your account in KCS tokens. So that's a very cool way you can also earn some passive income here through the fees of other people using this exchange to your KuCoin account. All right, so let's now check out how we can trade cryptocurrency on KuCoin. And we're going to start with the Markets tab. So we're going to start on the top left here where you see Markets. We're going to click here, and that will take us to the Markets tab where we can see all the different currency pairs that you can trade on KuCoin. So by default, it's sorted by BTC. So you're going to see all the BTC currency pairs. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance Coin, Bitcoin, EOS Bitcoin, and so on. The 10x that you see next to some currency pairs means that you can trade this currency pair with a 10x leverage if you want to. Then if you want to look for different currency pairs, maybe with the KCS, with the platform token, you can just sort it by KCS, or maybe you sort it by DeFi tokens, by NFT, Polkadot, and so on. If you would want to favorite a currency pair that you want to trade a lot, you can just go to the favorite icon here, which is the star. Click on the star, and then this currency pair will be favorited, and it will be easily accessible in your trading screen that we're going to go into later in the tutorial. Now, what you can also do is look for specific currency pairs. For example, let's say I want to trade some SPI tokens. I'm going to go to the search function, type in the ticker as SPI. And then I can see there's no currency pair with Bitcoin. Let's see if there's a currency pair with KCS. No. Maybe there's a currency pair with a US dollar stablecoin. And there we go. There's a currency pair SPI US dollar Tether. So I could also favorite this one. And that's basically how you can find currency pairs that you want to trade. If you click on those currency pairs, it'll directly take you into the trading interface and open up the market for this currency pair. Now, what you can also do is set alerts right here. So when we go to this little clock icon here, then we can set alerts for volatility and also for price action. So when we click on add right here, then we can set a price alert for, let's say, Bitcoin, and we want to set a price alert for when Bitcoin falls below 50,000 US dollars. We're going to click on cross below here, click on confirm. So now I have a price alert. I already have one for when Bitcoin crosses 60,000. So now whenever Bitcoin goes below 50 or above 60,000, I'm going to get a price alert. The same way you can also set up volatility alerts. So when, let's say, Bitcoin moves more than 10% in a 5-minute window, I'm going to get a volatility alert. So that's basically how you can set up alerts here in the market tab. You can also set it up in the trading tab later on, but yeah, that's up to you. And now before we go ahead and open up the trading interface and start trading, we want to make sure that our trading account is actually funded with some crypto. So we go to the assets here on the top right, click on assets, and that will open up the assets overview where we can see all the different accounts on our KuCoin account. So currently you can see I have most of my crypto sitting in my main account, but I can't trade with this crypto as long as it's sitting in the main account. What I have to do is transfer it over to the trading account first. So I can just click on transfer right here and then decide on what kind of cryptocurrency I want to transfer over. In this case, I'm just going to transfer over all my KCS tokens, which is the platform token of KuCoin. I'm going to click on confirm. And just like that, it's now on the trading account, and I can use these coins now to trade using the trading feature. So let's now go into the trading interface. I'm gonna go to trade here on the top and then go to spot trading, and that will open up the trading interface. Now, depending on your experience level with using these kinds of interfaces to trade, this is going to look a bit overwhelming for you, but don't worry, I'm going to walk you through the most important things that you have to understand in order to place your first trade here on the KuCoin exchange. So the first thing we always have to do is to decide on what currency pair we want to trade, or what kind of currency or what kind of coin we want to buy. So currently, you can see on the top left here, the currency pair is set to Bitcoin versus US dollar Tether. US dollar Tether is a stable coin that's following the price of US dollars. And we can also change this. So if you don't want to trade Bitcoin versus US dollars, you can change this to maybe Ethereum. So we're going to type in ETH, which is the ticker for Ethereum. And then we might want to trade Ethereum versus US dollar Tether. So we're going to click here, and then all the data changes to this specific currency pair. Here we can see the candlestick chart for Ethereum. Here we can see the order book for Ethereum, and everything is about Ethereum and US dollar Tether. Then on the right side, you can see the current price of the last traded of the last trade. And you can see the change in the last 24 hours. So it has actually risen by 9.44%. Ethereum is going crazy in the last couple of weeks. Then you can see the 24-hour high and the 24-hour low So the highest and the lowest price in the last 24 hours. You can see the trading amount in the last 24 hours and also the volume. Now, then in the middle here, you can see the so-called candlestick chart. So I'm going to quickly explain to you what this candlestick chart actually represents. So first of all, you can decide on the scale. So here you can decide on what each candlestick will represent. So currently it's set to 1 day. So each candlestick will represent 1 day. These are so-called candlesticks. We can also change this to 1 hour to have a shorter kind of scale. But let's actually go back to 1 day because this looks a bit better. And then what this means is that, sorry, let me just zoom in again a little bit like this. So each candlestick represents 1 day right now. So here is where the day started, the starting price at the day, and this is where the end price of the day. The same thing here with the red candlesticks. So in this day, the price actually dropped. Then the next day, the price has risen again. So you can also see these little lines here on the top and on the bottom. These will just represent the highest price that it was traded at and the lowest price that Ethereum was traded at. And on the bottom here, you can also see the volume. So how much was actually traded. And then on the left side, you can also use some technical analysis things here like trend line, info line, and stuff like that. I'm not really an expert on that, so I'm not gonna cover that too much. And then on the right side here, you have the order book. So all the orders that are actually currently in the book. So here you can see the people that want to sell Ethereum for a specific price. And here you can see the people that want to buy Ethereum for a specific price. And by definition, these prices are always higher than these prices, because when prices match, then the trade will actually carry out and the cryptocurrency will change hands. So when you put in a limit order, then your order will actually also show up in the order book. And then here on the right side, you can see the recent trades. So the last traded prices and also the amount that has been traded. Now, let's actually go ahead and see how we can carry out a trade. So let me just put my face here to the left side. So before, you can see this here on the bottom right, which is how we can place trades. You're going to have to enter your trading password, which is something you have to set up in your security settings, which you always have to type in order to access your trading interface. So first, we want to make sure we are on spot right here. If you go to margin or futures, this is just leverage trading, which is something that I don't recommend for beginners and something I'm not going to cover in this tutorial. I also always make sure that I have the KCS pay fees ticked here. So I pay my fees with the KCS token, which gets me a 20% fee discount. Then you can decide between market and limit order. So a limit order, you can decide on what price you're willing to pay to get your Ethereum. So let's say the current price that they are trading at here, let's say the last price was $4,318. Let's say I want to buy Ethereum, but I want to buy for, let's say, $4,000 Tether. Then I can type in the amount. So let's say I want to buy 0.01, and then I can just click on buy ETH. And then it will put my order here in the order book, but you're not going to be able to see it because it's all the way down, because all these prices are higher. So these people are willing to buy Ethereum for a higher price. And then I have to basically wait until the price drops to $4,000 and somebody is willing to sell me their Ethereum for $4,000. Now, the easier way would be to just do a market order and then take the best price that is currently available in the order book. So what that will be, I can't really decide on the price, but what I have with market order is that my order will carry out immediately. So what will happen is it will just take the best price in the seller order book, which is here on the bottom. So if I would place an order now, it would take $4,317 for my Ethereum. So that's basically the difference between limit and market order. So if you have a large spread or not a lot of liquidity in the market, I would not place a market order because it's just going to carry it out for any price that is currently available, and you might end up spending a lot more than you actually intended to pay for your cryptocurrency. So I think I have some KCS tokens here in my account, so I'm just going to change the currency pair to something with KCS so I can actually show you how to carry out a trade. So let's do KCS USDT. Let's sell some KuCoin tokens for US dollar Tether. By the way, if you want to have multiple candlestick charts at the same time, you can click on this icon right here, go to Forex, and then you can see multiple charts here. But for me, it's overwhelming as it is, so I'm just going to stick to one. All right, so let's now, so this is currently the chart. These are the prices. Let's go ahead and sell some KCS with a market order. So again, market order is gonna carry out immediately. So I'm just gonna sell, maybe, here's the sell tab. So I'm gonna sell 50%. I'm gonna click on 50% right here. And this would be, actually I'm gonna sell just two KCS. And then all I have to do is click on sell KCS, and then it will take the best price that is currently available here. So this would be the price. And then I can go to trade history on the bottom left, and I can see here I have sold as a market order 2 KCS for a price of 13.047 US dollar Tether. So as you can see, this trade carried out immediately. So now let's actually carry out a limit order where we can decide on the price. So here I'm going to change it from market to limit. And now let's actually, instead of selling KCS, let's buy KCS using US dollar Tether. I'm going to buy 1 KCS. I'm going to type in 1 here. And let's say the price currently that is trading at is 12.989. So what I can also do is just match one of these prices here. So I have a higher possibility of this trade actually going through. So I'm just going to click one of these prices here. And then I'm going to click on buy KCS. So now when we go to open orders here on the left side on the bottom, we can see we have one open order for 12.99 US dollar Tether, 1 KCS that I want to sell. And we can also see our order here in the order book by this little arrow right here. So now these orders will be filled before my order, and the further my price falls here, so the less likely it will be that my order will actually fill. So I basically have to wait until the price falls to this price here that I've set so that my order will carry out and I can actually buy my 1 KCS token. Now you can also always cancel your pending orders by just going to open orders on the bottom left and then go to cancel right here, and then the order will be canceled. It will be taken out of the order book, and basically you can set a new limit order or also decide on putting in a market order. So let's now look at staking on KuCoin. Now, I'm not going to go too much into what staking actually is at its core. I'm going to leave a video down below in the description that will explain to you exactly what staking actually is and what proof of stake actually means. But basically, you can earn some passive income, some interest on the cryptocurrency that you're holding by participating in confirming transactions by locking up some of your cryptocurrency. So with KuCoin, they have a separate platform called PoolX where you can transfer your funds to, which is very easy, and then you can make use of earning some passive income on these coins. Now we're going to go into how this works. So when we're going to go to finance here on your KuCoin account, just go to finance and then we go to earn. Then it will take us over to the PoolX platform. So here on the PoolX platform, the first thing that you see is mostly some kind of promotions of coins that you can stake for a higher percentage than usual, which is mostly kind of a promotion. So when we scroll down here and go to staking right here, and then we can click on more on the right side right here, and then we can see all the coins that you can currently stake. Now, one thing that you have to understand with PoolX or KuCoin staking is that they have two kind of different ways. So they have the flexible terms right here. And then they have the fixed terms, which they call staking. So let's talk about the flexible terms first. So with the flexible terms, it just means that you will get a lower interest, but in exchange for that, you'll be able to withdraw your cryptocurrency at any time from your PoolX account. So here you can see all the cryptocurrencies that are currently available for flexible staking. For example, let's go to ADA because I have some ADA in my KuCoin account. So currently for Cardano, I'm getting 1.5% annual yield for just putting my coins on the PoolX account. So all I would have to do here is click on transfer on the right side, and then I'm going to transfer over my my ADA, my 7 ADA from my main account of KuCoin to my PoolX account. So I'm going to click on max here, click on confirm, and just like that, the ADA, the Cardano sitting around my account is now in my PoolX account, and I'm basically earning interest on them. Now, mostly the interest is a lot lower compared to if I would stake those coins and lock them up for a certain amount of time, which is what we're going to talk about now. So I believe you currently can stake Cardano here, but let's just compare, let's say Polkadot. So Polkadot is currently, with the flexible terms, you get a 5% annual yield. And when we go to staking, it's going to be a 14.3% annual yield, which is a lot higher compared to the flexible terms. But you have a redemption period of 28 days, which means that if you want to withdraw your Polkadot at some point, you're going to have to wait 28 days. So I'm going to show you what this means because I have actually staked some Polkadot here just to kind of try it out. So when I go to assets right here on the top, and then I go to lockup history right here, then I can see I have staked 1.97 Polkadot, and the status is currently locked. So when I want to take back those Polkadot into my main account, and I want to be able to trade it, I have to click on the redeem right here. So here to redeem, so as you can see here, the redemption process of Polkadot requires 28 days and no staking profit will be generated during this period. So you basically lose liquidity by locking up your coins. But in exchange for that, you're gonna get an interest of a certain rate every single day on whatever you have staked here. So I have staked Polkadot, I think a couple of days ago. So now when I go to earnings here on the top right, I can see my current earnings. So currently I have earned total staking earnings 0.000038 Bitcoin, which is $0.02 US. But again, I have only staked it for like 1 day. So obviously it's not that much. And also I don't have staked, I only have like staked $80, which is nothing. So, and next to the staking earnings, you also get the POL mining earnings, which stands for proof of liquidity mining earnings. Now, I don't 100% understand how they are actually, like what's behind the system. If you are interested in that, you can go to PoolX platform, and then they kind of have an overview of how this works right here. But to be honest, I don't fully understand how this works. So I'm not going to try to explain it to you here now. But that's basically how you can stake your coins. So let's say you want to go ahead and lock up some of your coins. Again, let's go back to PoolX. Then we're going to go to staking, click on more. And then you want to decide on your coin. So I don't know if I have any other coins I can stake actually. So let's see. Let's go to, let's just again go to Polkadot and go to staking. Again, for flexible terms, all I need to do is click on transfer and then it's done. And for staking, you actually have to subscribe. So click on subscribe here, and then you have to transfer the amount that you wanna stake over to your PoolX account, and then you can type in the amount you want to stake here. So let's say, I don't know, let's say 5 Polkadot. I actually don't have 5 Polkadot here, But here you can see an overview of the currently given out annual yield, the maximum available, the redemption period. So how long does it take until you can get your funds back once you redeem them? And you can also read this, and then you have to agree here, and then click on subscribe, and then your coins will be added to the staking pool. And then you can go to earnings as well. And then after a couple of days, you will see your earnings right here. So basically every day you're going to see earnings coming in to your Pool X account. So let's now look at the lending feature of KuCoin, which is the possibility to lend out your cryptocurrency to other KuCoin users in exchange for a daily interest rate on your funds. Or you can also be on the other side and borrow cryptocurrency from other KuCoin users and pay a certain amount of interest per day. Now, when we go to finance right here and click on crypto lending, then we get to the lending market of KuCoin. So right now we are on the lending tab, which is the feature of lending out our cryptocurrency for interest. So the first thing that we have to do here, if you want to lend out something, is to decide on what coin we want to lend out. So currently the highest interest rates that I've seen here are definitely for US dollar Tether. So when we click on US dollar Tether here, we can see we get an annualized interest rate of around 31%. Now, the interest is paid out daily, but on average, if you calculate this out through, for the entire year, it's going to be currently 31%, which is very crazy when you compare it to what banks are currently offering. Now, when you go to Bitcoin, for example, the interest rates are a lot lower to 2.92% per year. And then it's very different for different kind of cryptocurrencies. So Ethereum, Litecoin, 9.12%. It's also not bad. Let's check out Cardano. It's 4.01% currently. So let's, for example, lend out some US dollar Tether to get a very good interest rate. So first I'm going to choose US dollar Tether right here. And then I'm going to go to this window and type in the amount I want to lend out. Currently, I have sitting around 71 US dollar Tether in my main account on KuCoin. Make sure if you want to lend out cryptocurrency that it's actually in your main account and not like in your trading account or your Pool X account. So let's say I want to just lend out $30 of those 71 US dollars. And then I can decide on the terms. So this just decides on when you will get your money back. So I'm just going to choose 7 days right here. And then you can decide on, or you can offer a specific interest rate. I'm just going to use the optimal rate that they give me right here, which is what currently is available in the market, what people are currently paying for borrowing US dollar Tether. So then all I have to do here is click on lend US dollar Tether. Here I can see a confirmation. So I'm going to lend out 30 US dollar Tether, daily interest rate of 0.078, and the terms are 7 days. So after 7 days, I will get back my $30, and I will also get 0.16 US dollars, so 16 cents as an interest payment after those 7 days. So I'm just going to click on confirm here, and then my offer will join the market right here. And let's see, do I have some open orders? When we scroll down here, you can see the order book of your account. So let's click on unsettled. These are actually $200 that I've lent out yesterday to kind of test everything out. So you can see here, unsettled just means that you haven't gotten your money back yet. So here currently I have lent out to somebody $187. Currently I have already earned 0.1658 US dollar Tether in interest. And this is the daily interest rate that I'm getting. And this was on the 21st of May, I'm going to get back my $187. And the same thing here with $13. Then on settled, these are the ones that are already gone through. These are the lendings that you have already gotten back. Now let's go back to open orders. This is actually the new order that I have just put in, and nobody has taken my offer yet. So there's nobody paying me interest yet. So you can always cancel this again and maybe reduce the interest rate a little bit in order to be able to get actually somebody borrowing your US dollar tether. Now, another cool thing you can do here is to simply use the auto lend feature right here. Because when you use the auto lend feature, you don't always have to come back in here and re-lend out all the money that they have already paid back to you. What this will do is automatically lend out your cryptocurrency that is sitting around in your main account of KuCoin. So here I can turn on auto lend for US dollar tether, and then here you can type in a reserved amount, which means that this is the amount that you don't want to lend out. So currently I have 271 US dollar tether, which is the one that I have sitting around in my main account, and also the $200 that I've already I'm lending out currently. So let's say I always want to have 50 US dollar tether in my account that I'm not willing to lend out. Then I can again decide on the term. So I'm willing to lend it out for 7 days, for 14 days, for 28 days. That's all fine for me. And then I can decide on the daily interest rate, or basically I can decide on the minimum daily interest rate, and then the system will give the priority interest rate, which it will just try to find somebody at a very good rate. It will try to get the best rate for me, but it can't really tell me what rate I'm going to get because the market changes. So let's say I'm willing to get as a minimum 0.1% interest per day. So I can now click on enable auto lend, and then it will automatically lend out my US dollar tether at a minimum of 0.1% daily interest rate. But it's probably going to be higher because the current market rate is higher than 0.1%. You can just click on confirm, and then it's automatically lending out my US dollar tether. I can again just disable auto lend again, and then after every lending has been paid back, then it will just not keep lending out my US dollar tether right here. So let's now also look at how we can borrow cryptocurrency from other KuCoin users. So to do that, we go to the borrow tab right here on the top, and that will change us to the borrow feature. So the first thing we have to do in order to borrow a certain cryptocurrency is to fund our account with that specific cryptocurrency. So if I want to borrow some US dollar tether for trading, for example, then I have to fund my margin account with US dollar tether. Now, I currently have 45.42 US dollar tether in my margin account, and probably for you it's going to say 0 if you haven't transferred over anything. So all you have to do here is click on transfer, and then transfer over the US dollar tether from your main account into your margin account. So I'm going to transfer over 50 US dollar tether. Just type in 50, click on confirm, and now you can see I have 95.42, and here the maximum amount I can borrow is 858 US dollar tether. So because they have to keep a certain debt ratio. So now let's say I want to borrow only like 50 US dollars tether. So here I can type in the amount. Also, I can do it with other coins. So I can borrow Bitcoin or Ethereum and so on. But in this example, I'm just going to use US dollar tether. So I'm going to type in 50 US dollar tether right here. The daily interest rate, I can just take one from the market right here. So I'm going to click on this interest rate that somebody's offering. So there are currently just 50,000 US dollar tether for 0.81% per day. So let's say I'm going to take this, and let's say I want to pay back after 7 days. So then I'm going to click on borrow US dollar tether. All right, you have borrowed 50 US dollar tether. It's that easy. I have now 145 US dollar tether in my margin account that I can now use for margin trading. Now, the cool thing with borrowing here is that you don't have to wait for those 7 days to run out until you pay back your loan. So if you don't want to pay interest anymore for the money you borrowed and you don't need the money anymore, you can repay it at any time, and you don't have to pay the interest for the other days that have to pass until the term is finished. So now you can see I currently have a 34.38% debt ratio. If I click repay, this will go to 0, and I have no debts anymore. The amount will be paid back to the lender, and it's basically the transaction is done. Now, another thing that you can look at is the debt ratio here, which will say that the most amount of debt ratio that you can have is 95%. And if it hits 95% or is greater than 95%, they will send you a message which will basically tell you, hey, you have to increase your funds in your margin account. Otherwise, we might liquidate your funds in order to be able to repay to the lender. And if it actually hits 97%, then they will automatically liquidate your account, so sell your assets so they can pay back the lender. So let's now prematurely pay back our loan here. So click on repay. And now let's just do everything here. So you can see I'm paying back the $50 plus the 0.016 interest. So this would be the interest that I have to pay for having these $50 for a certain amount of time. Click on confirm here. And now the loan has been repaid in full. My debt ratio is 0 and everything is paid back. And now I have, again, 95.42 US dollar tether in my margin account. Now, before I finish this tutorial, I want to quickly also mention that there is a trading bot on KuCoin. So when we go to trade here and click on trading bot, then we can see they also have a trading bot. But currently this bot is only available on the mobile application of KuCoin. So I'm not going to really show you how this works in this tutorial. However, I'm going to do another tutorial explaining exactly how to use this trading bot and also my experience with this trading bot. I've actually put in some funds into this trading bot, I think like 2 days ago. And I've just checked it before, and the first day I made some, I think I lost like $4, and then the second day I made like $7. So I don't know if this is actually lucrative. What this basically is you can copy different bots from other people that are successful with their bots, and then you can basically copy their strategies and then implement it. And yeah, hope for some gains. But to be honest, I don't think it's a long-term good strategy to make money. However, it's very interesting, so I'm gonna do a video on it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the video down below in the description, or you can just click on somewhere here, and yeah, you can check it out. All right, so I hope this video helped you out getting started with this cryptocurrency exchange. If it did, I'd really appreciate if you click that thumbs up button down below. That would really help out my YouTube channel. And also leave me a comment down below if you have any questions. If you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you click the subscribe button as well. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.